Hallå! Hörs det något?
Nej, den är...
Eller är det den här som är för stream? Är det den här?
Vilken är det
Hallå?
som är stream?
Hörs? And if you were not here earlier, welcome to this weekend's Derby-licious tournament here in Helsingborg. My name is The Slayer, and
My name is Moni.
And we will be guiding you through this game between Nottingham Bolts and Birmingham B. Gonna do a quick run of the players from each team, starting with Birmingham. So we got 05, Rhythm and Bruce, 09, Gazelle, 119, Scarlet, 1-2, Annie Smack. 1-2-1-2, Goose Lightning. 2024, Catastrophe or Catastrophe. 24, Millie Idol. 247, Skate Parker. 26, Sohal. 284, Storm Runner. 29, Harris. 33, Ags. 42, Fox Smolder. 46, Steamed Hams. 580, Bab Ushka. 7, Free Firefox. 789, Sheer Bolt Force. 83, Terromisu. 85, Roldarl. 88, Red Dragon.
And then we have the Nottingham Bolts. So we have 007, Red Cross. 02, Tomomachi. 04, Skies. 103, McNabbas. 12, Alf. 19, Coincidence. 1837, Cover Up. 197, Swish. 22, Piggy Smalls. 234, The Skate is Alive. 27, Yornie. 3, Watson. 300, Green Friday. 518, Ironic Pathway. 541, Run. 628, Nikki Situation. 64, Sky's the Limit. 763, Sprint Baby. 911, Crash Call. And 925, Roy Parkland. So, the game has already begun.
Yes, so you just saw Jam 1. Jag vet inte vem som... Kan man sänka ljudet? Ingen vet hur man gör. Okej, men då... Okay, let's hope this is... Jam 2. In the first period, we've got Sohal jamming for Birmingham. And for Nottingham, it is Swish. Okay. And as you can see, the jam was just called off. And we are going into Jam 3. Oh, whoa, yes, and the pigeon found its way out. It's been here all morning, and it finally had enough. We're gonna miss you. Okay, Jam 3. We got Gazelle jamming for Birmingham and McNabolus for Nottingham. Birmingham taking the lead with Nottingham kind of close behind. Strong walls from both teams. Birmingham being called to call it off. So we're going into jam 4. And we've got jamming for Birmingham is Free Firefox. And for Nottingham, it is Sky's the Limit. Birmingham taking the lead. Being very, very fast and quickly getting out of the pack. We've got a blocker being called for a penalty. So starting this next jam with Birmingham having a blocker in the box. Jamming for Birmingham is Skate Parker, and for Nottingham we've got Swish. Oh, Dove. So Nottingham has got the lead, but it is Birmingham who is out of the pack quicker after the lead being taken. So Nottingham calling it off to make sure they don't lose any points, or make sure that the other team doesn't score any points. So we've got Sohal jamming for Birmingham and McNabolus for Nottingham. And jamming is what the jammers do. And the jammers are the ones with stars on their heads, on their helmets. They are the ones scoring points. Their job is to get past the other team's 5 blockers. And Birmingham was quickest out of the pack, which means they took the lead, which means they have the power to call off the jam whenever they want. We're seeing some very strong teamwork with the blockers. They're holding strong walls and doing a lot of tackling against each other. And Birmingham calling the jam off. So going into Jam 7, we've got Gazelle for Birmingham and Sky's the Limit for Nottingham. Birmingham has a skater in the box who was just released, so shortly we'll have all players on the track. Nottingham taking the lead. Calling the jam off, grabbing 4 points. So as of now, the score is 21 points to Birmingham and 4 points to Nottingham. But we've just begun this game. Anything can still happen. Free Firefox. Free Fire.
Now we have Free Firefox and Swish jamming.
And the jammers are chasing each other. And we got a jump. And now we have McNevlis and Skate Parker jamming. Both jammers managed to get some points. And now we have Sohal and Sky's the Limit jamming. Blockers are doing an excellent job. And now we have a lead jammer. So every time the jammer passes, they get points for their team. And then we have a star pass. And if you push the jammer outside of the lines, they have to enter behind you, which means that you can back up and force them to back up together with you. Now we have Gazelle and Switch jamming against each other. And Gazelle gets the lead, but the other jammer is close behind. Thank you to our track ninjas for fixing the track. Now we have Free Firefox and McNabulous. The jammers are going hard to try to get past the blockers. And here you can see they're stretching out the pack. And then they recycled the jammer. They quickly got past again. Now the jammer is in the box, which means the other team has a power jam. So this gives Birmingham the chance to take a lot of points. Senast jag såg henne sprang hon runt där borta.
From Nottingham, there's 2 blockers. Doing a little official timeout, which usually means that officials need to sort something out. Could be technical problems, could be personal problems. Yeah, I'm looking at you. So whilst there's a teeny tiny short break, skating officials this weekend, we've got Big Whoop, Crash Call, Fire Marshal, Good Run, Lemood, Rolling Oak, Rudd, Snailer Moon, Vickan, and Wolverine. Yeah, Track GPT, sorry. Yeah, I remember seeing that. That's a good ref name, Track GPT. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, player from Birmingham removed their helmet in the penalty box, which you are not allowed to do. You're not allowed to remove any of your protection gear. So when you're in the box, you are still part of the game, and you wouldn't remove your helmet on track, so don't remove it in the box. Okay, Birmingham has got skate parker jamming, and Nottingham has got, let's see, coincidence. I think this is the first jam we're seeing them jamming. There's a lead being taken by Birmingham. The jam are really quickly pushing their way through. Got a star pass for Nottingham. It was a quick, clean star pass, which means that the pivot is now the jammer. The pivot is the player with the stripe on its head. And they can become the jammer if the jammer hands them the panty with the star on. So now it's Scrim Slady jamming from Nottingham. The Birmingham blocker being sent to the box for a multiplayer, which means that they were holding on to one teammate, or that they were working too closely together, which you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to hold on to each other. We got Birmingham jammer Skate Parker being sent to the box for a forearm penalty. You're not allowed to use your forearms in a way that kind of impacts the game. So we've got another forearm being called on a Birmingham blocker. You can tell that the Nottingham jammer is a bit tired. The Birmingham blockers are not making this easy. So we're going to start the next jam with one blocker from Birmingham in the box. Jamming for Nottingham, we have Sky's the Limit. And for Birmingham, we have Sohal. And the blockers are starting up at the other line. Oh, we got Nottingham jammer just gliding past like it's the easiest thing in the world. All blockers from Birmingham are back on track. Ooh. There's a lot of tumbles and falls in Derby. We've got jammers really close to each other, Nottingham calling it off, trying to grab some quick points and managing. So the current points are 61 to Birmingham and 37 to Nottingham. But again, this is Derby, this is just the first period, anything can still happen. We've seen it before. Got Gazelle jamming for Birmingham and Swish for Nottingham. Both jammers quickly in to the opposing team and their blockers. Birmingham grabbing lead. A Birmingham blocker being sent to the box for a direction penalty, which meant that they made someone else kind of go in the wrong direction. Nottingham blocker also sent to the box. Jammers being called to grab points and calling it. And managing. Birmingham grabbed another 4 points in that jam, getting them up to 69 points. Nice. I'm sorry. I'm a 12-year-old boy in my mind. Okay, so Mac Nebulous is jamming for Nottingham, and we've got Free Firefox for Birmingham. Ooh, Free Firefox almost getting past, but then going into the middle. You need to stay on the track at all times to actually play the game. Yeah, that was some nice little juking action. And we got a Birmingham blocker being sent to the box, I think, for a direction penalty. Going into jam 17, we've got Skate Parker for Birmingham and Sky's the Limit for Nottingham. Nottingham taking the lead. And the Nottingham blockers making it really hard for Skate Parker to get through, but they managed, and they are racing. Nottingham has now got 41 points to Birmingham's 73. Both teams are starting with one blocker each in the box. We've got Swish jamming for Nottingham and Sohal for Birmingham. Nottingham grabbing the lead. Going into a very strong Birmingham wall, being recycled, which means that they were hit out by an opposing player from the team and having to go out and get back in behind everyone in front of them. Some really, really strong work from the blockers of both teams, really keeping the jammers in the back.
Nice, Kim.
Nottingham grabbing 3 points in that jam. The penalty box is empty, which means both teams have all of their players on track. So we've got Gazelle jamming for Birmingham and Magnabulous for Nottingham. And it's a full-on tackle action. Gazelle is out of the pack, taking lead. Coming around to score some points. Doing a little apex jump. The Birmingham blocker being sent to the box for a forearm penalty. That was interesting. There was saving some time. So Sky's the Limit is jamming for Nottingham and Free Firefox for Birmingham. Birmingham has one blocker in the box. Free Firefox is quickly out of the pack, taking the lead position. Got Birmingham blocker being sent to the box for a forearm penalty. Jam being called off by Free Firefox, having grabbed 1 point.
So now I have the Skate is a Lie and Skate Parker jamming. And Skate Parker is starting far away from the line. And quickly gets through and gets lead jammer. And then quickly calls it off. we have multiple players from Birmingham in the box. Seems to be 3, which means they only have 1 blocker left on the track. Don't forget that you can still buy tickets to maybe win something in our raffle. The refs are talking about something, we don't know what, but they're trying to figure something out that they maybe saw during the game, and if something maybe was called wrong or something they want to discuss. They have their little secret circle in there.
So as you can see, our jam timer Kibafi has been replaced by our skating official Wu, who is doing an amazing job showing.
Woo!
Oh, seems like there's a little cheer.
Woo!
That's not what you call it. Little fan club. Little fan club. Yes, an official timeout. It's my guess is that there's something that's been confusing between the penalty lineup trackers and the penalty box. But they seem to have solved it.
Oh.
All right, everyone's going back into their positions, getting ready for the next jam.
So we've got Sohal jamming for Birmingham and McNabulous for Nottingham. And Sohal just sprinting past. Oh, Sohal being sent to the box for a back block penalty, which means they went into someone's back straight in. You're not allowed to. So that means that Birmingham lost their lead. So this jam will go the full jam time, which is 2 minutes. 2 minutes or 2.5? It's 2 minutes. Sorry, I haven't done this in a long time. I'm usually in the middle, tracking the penalties, or in the box, having fun with the timers. There's been a lot of falling on track today. I think the floor is slippy. We've got Birmingham blocker being sent to the box. "30 seconds remaining of this jam. Both jammers managing to grab some points. Nottingham grabbing some quick points before the jam is called off. Let's see, now we've got Birmingham asking for an official review, which means that they saw something that usually it's a penalty call or a call that wasn't made, which they think should have been made. And then they can take an official review where they tell the officials what they saw and what they think the outcome should have been. And then the officials will talk it through and make a decision. So I was told that Nottingham and Birmingham played against each other like last week, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, thank you. And now they've come to little old Helsingborg to play against each other again. They're obviously also playing the other teams. Our home team, Helltown Hellcats, and my old team, Crime City Rollers from Malmö. Woo woo! Let's see. So this weekend we've got some non-skating officials helping out as well, and they are, well, they're the officials that are not on skate. Basically, you'll see them either down in the end. Well, for me, it's the right end of the hall. For you as well, where you're sitting. Penalty box, and in the other end we have the score table, which we have now renamed to score box, apparently. So yeah, that's new. Everyone get on board. It's called score box now. And then in the middle, you have all kinds of non-skating officials writing stuff. And for this weekend, we have Bad Max, we have Dolly, we have Idel Adel Admin, Kirafi, Lion, Lukat, Matthias, Mrs. Side Action, Paperclip, who is Pixie, Shivan, Slayer, Slamanda, Quack Attack. Perhaps some other people as well. Sometimes, people come in and help out on the day, on the spot. You just go outside and grab a person, like, hey, come help. Okay, we are finally back. God, I almost forgot we were playing Derby. Going into Jam 23, Free Firefox for Birmingham and Swish for Nottingham. Swish grabbing the lead with Free Firefox very close behind. Are we going to see some jammer on jammer action, perhaps? And Nottingham calling it off. Neither team grabbing points. No points. So there's about a minute and a half left on the period clock. Scores at the moment are 95 points to Birmingham and 56 to Nottingham. On track, we've got Skate Parker jamming for Birmingham and Sky's the Limit for Nottingham. Nottingham grabbing the lead. Birmingham really close. Birmingham skating past. Nottingham having to call it off. Sorry, I just reversed to saying just the town. I'm gonna do better and say the actual names of the players and not just the team. Jamming for Birmingham, we got Sohal, and for Nottingham, Coincident, as we are going in to Jam 25, which could be the last jam of this period. Let's see. Very strong walls by both teams. We've got the Nottingham pivot being sent to the penalty box. Birmingham has taken the lead. Sohal and Coincident from Nottingham is close behind. See Sohal grabbing 2 points for Birmingham. Now we're going into the intermission, which means we are doing a little break, 15 minutes. But make sure to go grab some snacks or some cakes or coffee, or I know there's toasties as well. And whether or not you're vegan or not, I don't really care. But the vegan cheese is amazing. So get the vegan toasty, yeah. And we will see you back. Come back like in 10 minutes or so, because we are gonna chat some shit before the next period starts. The coffee has kind of kicked in, so I'm getting into it better now. Yeah. And I'm also gonna let my co-announcer speak as well. Okay, see you in 10 minutes. Bye. for today's raffle. And the prizes are Derby-related stuff. We've been sponsored by Roller Derby House, which is a roller derby shop in Germany, and also by Sol Quads, which is a roller skate shop in Barcelona. They've gifted some gift vouchers for our raffle. Got the skaters returning to the track and their benches, and officials taking their positions. I was also told that on Nottingham team we have a player, your words, not mine. Player 300, Greek Frightening, is has also been playing with Team Greece. And another person in here who's been playing with Team Greece is our skating official, Dimauer, or Lemur. Muran, she goes by many names. Wave for us, wave! Yay! There she is. Yes. So she is now basically calling penalties on one of her teammates from Team Greece. No, wait. They're not playing. No. Okay, well. Yeah. Oh, your heart is broken because Greek Lightning is not playing today. Sad. Okay, 30 seconds until period 2. Oh, we've got some... Nottingham on track, ready. Nottingham has their pivot in the box. We've got Birmingham out on the track as well. We've got Skate Parker for Birmingham. And Sky's the Limit for Nottingham. All right, are we ready? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, that was a sneaky little slow start off. I liked it. Yes, Skate Parker just gliding past as if there were no other players on track. Sky is close behind, but Jam is being called off. Birmingham grabbing 4 points and have now broken the 100 points mark. So Birmingham's up at 101 points with Nottingham's 56.
Now that's Soho and Swish.
Jammers take a lot of space to really go with speed into the pack. And Birmingham's Jammer Soho has gotten a penalty, which means that Nottingham has a power jam. And they're trying their best to help their jammer get past. And we have a star pass. So the star has been passed to the pivot, and now the other jammer is back in the game. The Soho quickly passes. And Soho gets a penalty again. So Nottingham once again has a power jam. And passes. So the green players of Nottingham are trying to do a fence to try and help their jammer get through the pack. And since there is no lead jammer, this jam is going on for 2 minutes, which can feel like forever when you're playing. But now it's ended. So now we have Gazelle for Birmingham and Coincident for Nottingham. They're both coming in with a lot of speed, trying to hit really hard to get past. And we have a whip! So Gazelle gets past. So you're allowed to basically do whatever you want to your own team players. So you can pull at them whatever you want. But you cannot hit or drag on the other team's players.
Okay, so we've got a little injury on track. While the medics are helping, we can take a moment and tell you more about our sponsors for this weekend. Apparently, so I didn't know this, and I learned this today, there is going to be a metal festival in Helsingborg in July called Helltown Festival. That sounds like the coolest thing ever. And Helltown Hellcats will obviously be there. Like, come on. And you should be there too. I'm going to be there. Yeah? Listening to some cool metal music? Hold on. So make sure you get your tickets for that. I'm assuming you can buy those online. You can get anything online nowadays. And what else? It's hot in here. Yeah, I see you, Snell. I see you. You should get your fan. You should have a little fan.
She has one.
Oh, you have one?
It's an electric.
Oh, I want a little electric fan. And yes, the medics have done their job. Everyone is okay. Top priority, even though it might not look it when everyone's just attacking each other and pushing each other, our top priority in Derby is still everyone's safety and well-being. We're here to have fun, even though it might look harsh, and it might look like we all hate each other, but we do actually secretly love each other.
At the end of the weekend, we're covered in bruises.
Okay, we are going into jam 4. 3 Firefox for Birmingham and Sky for Nottingham. 1 blocker for Nottingham Rocks. 3 Firefox getting out of the pack, getting a lead with Sky close behind. 3 Firefox being called to quickly grab some points and then grabbing 1 point for Birmingham. 0 points for Nottingham. Points as of now is 105 points to Birmingham and 64 to Nottingham. We've got Steve Parker versus the Steve grabbing the lead. All in the jam, having grabbed 4 points. Oh no, our jam refs are on the floor. So now, coincidence, both jammers straight into the opposing team's focus. So now taking the lead. Coincidence, making it cost the Birmingham blockers. Birmingham got 2 points in that jam. So there's Dice eliminated for Nottingham and 3 Firefox for Birmingham.
Jesus Christ.
Free Firefox grabbing the lead. Got a blocker from Birmingham being called on a forearm penalty. These players are strong and tough as hell. I'm sure you saw them on the floor, but they just got back up and did what they do best, which is playing derby. So Skate Parker for Birmingham and Switch for Nottingham, both starting behind the jammer line, getting some speed. Skate Parker getting through, grabbing the lead. And we got a star pass for Nottingham, making Tamagotchi the jammer. Birmingham calling the jam after grabbing 4 points. Ooh, I've been given a fan. Oof. Okay, I'm very happy now. I have a little electrical fan, everyone. Let me know if it disturbs the sound. Okay, coincidence for Nottingham and Sohal for Birmingham. All players on track, the box is empty, everyone is in on it. Everyone's happy, yes. See, Birmingham pivot is being sent to the box for a forearm penalty. Nottingham in the lead with Sohal from Birmingham close behind. Coincident grabbing 4 points for Nottingham. Got an official time out. Go, go, track crew. We love our track crew making sure that the track is intact and in shape. Because sometimes when the skaters are going too fast and too hard, the tape gets ripped off the floor. And someone then has to go and put it back. Okay, we are getting ready to go into the next jam. There was some friendly chit-chat between the teams on track, but now it is back on. Sky's the limit for Nottingham and Free Firefox for Birmingham. Both jammers being very quick. Sky's the limit getting through first and grabbing the lead. There's a lot of good work by all the blockers, although I haven't really seen any of the team do much tripod work. Or have I missed it? Oh. To me, it just seems... maybe I'm just looking at the jammers and not the blockers.
Now we have Skate Parker for Birmingham and the Skate for Nottingham. Birmingham has one player in the Nottingham box. So it's the jammer who
Passed and gets lead jammer. Sohal's being pushed back and forth, but gets through. And Coincidence was recycled, but is trying again. And now Nottingham has 2 blockers in the box, which means that there are only 2 players on the track. The Birmingham jammer does not have a star. Yeah. The Birmingham Jammers does not have a star, so they called off the jam. we'll see what happens, what the rules say. The Birmingham Jammen hade ingen stjärna. De körde och sen så då när det skulle bli lead så bara den liksom domaren bara, vad ska jag göra nu? Och så kollade den av. För den kan inte vara jammen utan en mössa. Okay, so now the refs are talking to each other, discussing what they will do with the jam and the points and how it works. Sometimes you forget your hat. But it's very important to know who's who in Derby. Nottingham still has 2 blockers in the box, and Birmingham has 1. So there's a lot fewer players on the track. We'll see if that means that the jammers get past super quickly. So now we have Free Firefox and Sky's the Limit. Jamming. And both the jammers are out of the pack. Another Birmingham blocker is in the box. Oh, and the Birmingham jammer Free Firefox jumps through and gets through the pack. Jammers always make Derby look so easy, and it's almost irritating. And Skate Parker speeds through the pack, but Coincident is close behind. And the Birmingham blockers did a beautiful offense, so pushing away all the other blockers to let their jammer pass quickly. And all blockers are out of the penalty box, so we again have all players on track. And we have Sohal for Birmingham and Swish for Nottingham. Coming in with speed, trying to get past. And now all blockers are doing a really great job, so none of the jammers get through. The jammers are having to work real hard to get through the pack. But now Sohal gets through. Great job. And now Nottingham's pivot has gotten the star, but then Birmingham calls it off. And now Birmingham has 2 blockers in the box. And Sky's the Limit gets through the pack in his lead jammer. And Gazelle is trying their best to get through as well. And now there is a power jam for Nottingham because Gazelle has been giving a penalty. And both teams are trying really hard. One to help their jammer and one to stop the jammer. And now Gazelle is out on the track again and gets past. And the jam is called off. Birmingham takes a team timeout, which means that they want a little break, maybe to talk to amongst themselves in their team, to talk about strategy or get the mood up, whatever they need. This also gives everyone else time to talk too. So the refs are talking amongst themselves about something, and Nottingham is also talking about something. And the track ninjas can fix the track. Both teams are doing an amazing job, and it's really fun to watch Derby, right? Woo! So now we have Coincident for Nottingham and Free Firefox for Birmingham. So as you can see, the green Nottingham players, they are standing in a brace, tripod, but Free Firefox still gets past, and Coincident is close behind. And now the jam is called off again. Now we have Skate Parker for Birmingham and Switch for Nottingham. All the players are getting ready. And the Nottingham blocker got a multiplayer penalty, which means that they held on too much to their other blocker friend. And Swish gets through. But so does Skate Parker. There are a lot of blockers in the penalty box, which makes it easier for the jammers. They have less people to get through, and Skate Parker gets through again. Another penalty is called. Swish gets through. Skate Parker is following. Birmingham keeps calling late to waste the time. Now we have Soho for Birmingham and Sky's the Limit for Nottingham. And one blocker from each team is in the box. Oh, some jammer on jammer action. Sky gets through and is the lead jammer. Soho's trying to get past. It gets recycled. So they have to back up all the way behind the player that pushed them out. Both the jammers are trying their best to get past, and Sky makes it past again. And now Soho also makes it past the pack, trying to catch up. And the jam is called off. Nottingham has a player in the box. They can still play an excellent game. We have Coincident versus Gazelle. The jammers hit all the blockers with great speed, trying to get past. And Gazelle gets through with the help of an offense. So someone on their team helping them get past. And Gazelle tries to get past and calls it before the other jammer can catch up. It's always about trying to get points and stop the other team from getting their points. So now we have 3 Firefox and Swish. And we have a blocker from each team in the penalty box. All the blockers on the pivot line. Ooh, that was a high jump by 3 Firefox. Those are maybe the coolest moves by jammers. Jumping like crazy. There's a big mess, but 3 Firefox gets through again. And we have a star pass from Nottingham. So the jammer gave the little hat of the star to the pivot. And Nottingham has reached 100 points. So we have Birmingham with 173 and Nottingham with 101. It's always fun to pass the 100 points. Now we have Skate Parker for Birmingham and Sky's the Limit for Nottingham. And the jammers stood still so long that the blockers could back up past the line. Sky's the Limit gets lead jammer. And Skate Parker has to try again to get through the pack. Sky's the Limit gets past again. But now Skate Parker is close behind, trying to get maybe even past. And they call. And now the black team Birmingham wants an official review, which again means that they think something went wrong, so they think the referees maybe missed something or called something unfairly in their opinion. So they're gonna ask about that maybe being fixed, and then the referees will talk amongst themselves and decide if maybe they were right or not. There's no blockers in the box, which means that everyone is on the track. They're talking to each other, all friendly. We're all friends in Derby. So now the referees have their secret little talk, deciding if what the Birmingham team asked them was reasonable or if they think they were wrong. Sometimes these discussions can take a long time, but we're trusting that they can figure out what should happen. So now they get the result. We don't hear what they're saying, but the referee, fire marshal, tells them if they win or not, and they seemed very happy, so I think they won whatever they wanted to happen. But what it was, I don't think we know. So it will soon be starting again. And we have Sohal for Birmingham and Coincident for Nottingham. And there is a player in the box for Nottingham. Here we go again. And Soha gets past and gets lead jammer. It gives you the power to call up the jam whenever you want. But Coincident is close behind. Déjà?
So we are going into jam 25. Gazelle is jamming for Birmingham and Switch for Nottingham. See Gazelle taking the lead. And we got 2 penalties on Birmingham players being called. Gazelle calling off the jam, having grabbed 4 points for Birmingham. We've got less than 3 minutes left on the period clock, which means we are getting close to the end of this game. There's another game after this, so don't go home yet. The sky's the limit for Nottingham and Free Firefox for Birmingham. Yeah, they're the 2 jammers that keep like standing really close to each other and like taking their time. I love it. It looks nice and cozy. Both jammers are out of the pack with Free Firefox having the lead status. Kind of stumbling their way through the pack, grabbing 4 points. Sky getting through for another 4 points for Nottingham as well. And Free Firefox calling off the jam, having grabbed another 3 points. So Birmingham is up to 190 points, and Nottingham is at 109. So it's same types of numbers, but not in the same order, unfortunately. But you know, all numbers are numbers; they're all the same. Like everyone's a winner in my book. Yes, Skate Parker and Coincident are jamming. Let's see, we got some penalties being called on blockers from Nottingham. Both jammers being hit out and recycled. Got a blocker from Birmingham being sent out for a penalty. Nottingham had 1 player too many on track. Good thing they noticed before the jam started. It's not always easy knowing who's who and who's where and who's doing what. Okay, so we've got Sohal for Birmingham and Sky's the Limit for Nottingham in what appears to be the last jam of the period. Nottingham grabbing the lead. Direction penalty being called on the Birmingham pivot. Sky's the Limit went through the pack, grabbing 4 points for Nottingham. And Nottingham blockers are not letting Sohal pass. Until now. But the blockers are all staying very strong, close together. And that is it, folks. That was a very exciting game, I have to say. I have never seen either of these teams play. And I am very, very excited to see them later today and then again tomorrow. Yeah, it's a Derby weekend, y'all. Unofficial score as of now. We need the refs to kind of talk amongst each other, confirm everything, make sure it's all cool, everyone's happy. Stick around because we are going to announce the winning numbers of the raffle for today. So, like, don't take a toilet break or whatever just yet, because then you might miss your number. Okay, we have a final score. It's got Birmingham, 194 points, winning against Nottingham and 116 points. Yes! Great game. Also, yes. All right. Yeah, there we go. All right, and give it up for our lovely officials as well. Come on, everyone's done a great job. Whoop, whoop. Woo. Yes. We love to see it. We love to see it. So, next game. Actually, I don't have the timetable. Does it start at 4? Starts at 4. And I hope someone will come and give me the raffle tickets that I'm supposed to announce. I don't know. Lion?